Oh boy. What up, world? It's your boy Jeff, aka Cool Boy Jeff, right here. This is the only place you can find a wave. It's the Wave 804. So I had the pleasure today to be in the greatness. One of the most outspoken females that's that's on our radio stations today. She's busy, she's working, she's doing a lot of great things, and she's also a very great mom as well. So I just want to give her flowers as far as everything that she's been doing for a very, very long time. So, ladies and gentlemen, no other than Miss Bambi herself. I'm gonna go ahead and let her introduce herself. Go ahead, love.
Hey y'all, I can hold it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. Let's get it. Okay, hey y'all, I'm Bambi, and I work for iPower 92.1 Radio 1, the hottest #1 hip hop and R&B station in the DMV and RVA. I'm here right now with my boy Jeff. I was so honored, so happy to do this interview with him. He reached out to me, and I immediately was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Hey, now for real though, I do appreciate it, Bambi, because of course I've been following your work for a very long time now. She was a basketball player. Some of y'all don't even know. She used to play on no other than Virginia Union, VUU. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Unionites. She was a baller, and now she had switched a lot of things up. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the major was mass communications. Okay. And then she was doing very big things in that. So that's all we want to be able to get into. But no other than that, I want to talk about the early Bambi. You know what I'm saying? Was it always Bambi from the beginning, or was there a different name?
Okay, so no, it has not been Bambi. So my government is Imani. Okay, I'm being kind of federal right now because I'm telling y'all my government, so don't go up and look my shit up. But yes, my real name is Imani, and to be completely honest, my name Bambi came from the club. Like, I worked in a club, worked in multiple clubs, going through college. People were like, "Oh my God, you're so pretty. You're so like lanky, tall, like nice body model. You look like Bambi, like the deer." Yeah. I'm like, okay. Bambi's cute. I'm cute, so let's get it. Let's do it. Perfect.
Wow, I never thought of it like that too. So they called you Bambi from actually seeing Bambi the movie.
Yeah.
And did you see that movie yourself?
Yeah.
And what did you think about the movie?
I love the movie. I actually show my daughter that movie, but she doesn't know, Bambi. Like, now the generation just YouTube, TikTok. But yeah, she doesn't really understand it, but yeah, she knows it.
I got you. So was there anything that you kind of took away from watching the movie Bambi that you kind of still use in your everyday life now?
Honestly, not really. I'm kind of I'm a little bit the same with Bambi, but a little bit opposite. Like, I'm just very confident. I'm very sure about myself, and I know who I am now, being 26 and I've gone through hard shit, honestly. Like, I've been through life. Life has life for me. So it's the Bambi in the movie, is like a little deer, baby deer trying to find their way. I'm still trying to find my way, so that's how we're kind of similar. But as far as the baby, I'm grown. Let's get it.
Nah, she's grown, man. For real. So in your early life, what were certain things that kind of made you get prepared for what you're doing right now? Was there a specific person or a certain thing that you was watching on TV? What was it and why?
That is a great question. So actually, I used to watch the Apollo a lot. Okay. My dad used to come home, and his belly was actually the thing that they used to rub at the Apollo.
Oh my God.
So my dad would come over and be like, "All right, Monty, go ahead and perform. Show me what you got today." Granted, my dad, he's in the music industry and the entertainment industry, so this was I've been around this my whole life. I've been in music, I've been in the entertainment since I was 3? My first concert was a Jill Scott concert at 5.
Oh my
Can't
God.
Nobody say that at 5-year-old, you're going to see Angie Stone and Jill Scott.
Damn.
So it's I have a very musical entertainment background already. So my dad used to just let me perform. I would sing, I would dance. I definitely did musical theater growing up. But when I got to high school, maybe 9th grade year, my mom was either you're doing sports or you're doing this performing arts. Pick one. I'm tired of doing both. My money ain't long enough. I'm I understand, so I picked sports. So yeah.
That's what's up. And then when you got into sports, what was your most favorite sport that you played? Because I seen that you did play basketball.
Yeah.
Was it still basketball or was it something else?
So I played basketball, ran track, and played volleyball. What? Basketball, of course, is my favorite.
What?
Because it's don't get it twisted. I'm a girl. I'm definitely a girly girl, but I'm a nigga too, if that makes sense.
We know.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. I'm a dog on that court. I'll cross you up, and I'm going to shoot right in your face. Yeah. Water, splash, okay? But it's basketball, I just felt free. Every time I was on the court, I felt all my problems, all my stress, I wouldn't think about anything else but hooping. With volleyball, I would think about other things. It was I was distracted still. I wasn't moving enough because I'm standing there and I'm thinking. I'm constantly in my thoughts. But with track, yeah, I could feel free, but track was just more of competitiveness for me. Like, it wasn't like I'm doing this because I like it. Honestly, I was doing track because of basketball, like to help me with my basketball agility, my movement, my footwork. So it was like basketball was that core for me, and everything else was like the stems around it. So basketball, it was just, this is my passion. I need to go with this. Let everything else go. I need to go with basketball.
Hey, you know it's crazy. She been balling ever since.
Literally.
Like, nah, for real. And then as far as that, what did you grow up at? As far as like that helped build you into the woman that you are right now.
So I'm from Richmond, Virginia. I grew up in Southside, but then of course I moved to Chesterfield my middle school years. Okay. So it's like I've been through shit, to keep it honest. Like, I've been through a whole bunch of shit. Like, my life was really life, and like I'm saying. So honestly, I learned from that. I told myself when I got older, when I got to be an adult, I don't want to go through any of that shit that I went through. I want to be better. I don't want to have to stress about what we gonna eat at night, where I'm gonna stay. I ain't gonna lie, I've been through some shit, sleeping in the car, sleeping in all of that. But that's what made me who I am. That's why I have that drive, that hunger that I have, that's unmatched by anybody in this industry right now. I know that I have no other choice but to make it. Also, I got a mouth to feed. If I don't feed her, who else gonna feed her? Nobody not else. The sky, not the air. I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta be the grown woman, the grown parent that I am, and it was my choice to have a baby. Can nobody else lay down with me and say, oh, let's have this baby? It was my choice. So I gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And for real, like, hey, one thing I know about Bambi, she's a great person, but she's very unfiltered. You know what I'm saying? She's very able to let you know how the way that she feel and what's going on, whatever the case may be. Look, we also got people that work here that said they really do love Bambi, man, for who the way that she really are. So when you was balling at Union and you was developing your craft when it comes to mass communications, what was a decision that you had to make between sports and actually what you always seen yourself doing since you was a little girl?
So honestly, I didn't really have to make a decision. I had the best of both worlds. I went on the court. When I'm on that court, in between those lines, that's what stayed in that lines. While we in between this lines, this gym, nothing else matters. But then outside of them lines, when you go to class, when I go home, when I'm at home with my daughter, that's when I'm focusing on my life, what I want to do. Basketball was a passion of mine. So I always wanted to keep a passion because, like I said, I got a mouth to feed. I have a daughter that's looking up to me. So I want to show her, if you're passionate about something, don't give up.
Right.
Keep going. I don't care what nobody say. Even my own family was telling me, you need to quit school. You got a mouth to feed. You need to just work. No more school for you. Oh, okay. Well, y'all can sit right there and talk all y'all shit. Well, I'm going to walk across the stage and get this degree. And that's what I did. And so it's just, I never really had to pick. I tried to juggle everything. I'm like a jack of all trades, what people used to call me. And that's what made it work for me. Yep.
I like the confidence, Bambi, because, you know, one thing that people, I feel like, lack nowadays, even though they don't have support, is confidence. You know, confidence is key because confidence is there when nobody else is there for you, and that's the only thing that you can really rely on. And for those people that's really watching, what is something that you can be able to get to them as far as like developing confidence and how to be able to maintain it and keep it?
So my biggest advice to everybody is just be yourself. And I struggled with that for so long. That was my biggest obstacle of being me. I went to private school all 13 years. I went to collegiate. Of course, I was a minority. There was only, in my graduating class, 4 of us out of like 175 kids. 4 people of color out of 175 class. And that was since I was in kindergarten. I've always been one of, not the majority. And so I've always tried to be something that I'm not. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be called an Oreo. Black on the outside, white on the inside. And that is sure enough what I was. But when I went to Virginia Union, it's like I got to be in my culture. Virginia Union helped me figure out and realize who I was as a black human being, and that it's okay to be black. Being black is cool. Like, being you is cool. That's what Union taught me. And honestly, that's the biggest lesson that I had to learn with me developing as a young lady, as a grown woman, coming up in this industry and in this world. And I think I conquered it.
Yes, you did. You know what, then, Bambi? I just want to say you did a damn good job because a lot of people don't really think about it, but in your life, you make choices and decisions to get you where you are now. And some people look at you like, oh, you think you better because you do this and that. No, because I want better for myself. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what hardship that you go through, you got to be able to stay true to your dreams, because when you have kids and you got to think about it, everything that you did in your present time is going to show in your past. Well, everything happened in your past time is going to show up in your present time, excuse me. But it's a lot of things to think about. And with that question, what were some things that you went through in your past, and now that you're a mom, that you want to be able to change so she can have something better for herself that you always wanted for yourself?
I just want that security of love. I'm not out here saying that I did not have love growing up as a child, but I did grow up in a household with a single mom, and we didn't really tell each other we love each other a whole bunch. Like, I don't even remember the last time I told my mom I love her or she ever told me that. I don't want that for my daughter because I know how that hurt me. And I was going through a time in life to where my dad, you know, he was in my life, but of course he was working on the road, doing his entertainment, his shows, all of that with his artists. So it was literally just my mom. And so I had to understand that I couldn't find love through a man because I didn't have that. So I had to understand that love came from within. And by me being a parent, I want to always make sure my daughter knows I love you. I tell my daughter I love her probably 50 million times a day. I know she hates it. I already know, because she be like, Mommy, you just said it 3 seconds ago. Like, that's what I'm going through now. I'm like, I know, but I don't know when like anything's going to happen. Like, I just want you to know, like, I love you so much. Like, and I can see the difference. Like, me and my daughter are best friends. If y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all are going to see me and my daughter are best friends. We do everything together.
Y'all so cute.
And I think that's because we have that relationship. I love you so much, Malaya. I don't care if I'm mad at you, I still love you. So when I'm yelling at her, when I'm like, girl, I'm gonna beat your ass, I love you though, but I'm gonna beat your ass because you're wrong. I have to teach you. So that's what I had to instill in my daughter, and that's something that I didn't have growing up that I felt like I had to have in order to be a parent that I wanted to be.
You know what, and that's so beautiful that you say that, because a lot of times that we do have a lot of young mothers that's out here, and you still want to be able to display discipline. You want to be able to give her love, support. How important is that? Because again, like, there's a lot of people that do have children, but they don't commit themselves to those responsibilities. How was you able to still commit yourself to that responsibility and still try to build yourself in the same token?
Honestly, them 9 months, y'all. Them 9 months carrying her, I said, listen, if I carrying this little thing in my stomach that's coming out my vagina, and if I don't treat her right and love her after all this hardship I done went through, it ain't for me. So I had that in my head literally while I'm carrying her. I'm like, I got to be the best mom that I can. So as y'all see, I bring my daughter to the concerts with me. If I'm hosting a concert, she was at Soulja Boy with me. I want you to see what mommy do. I want you to see mommy's grind so you understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for us because I want you to have better than what I have. Yeah, I'm lit, but I want my daughter to be even more lit when she's my age. I want her to be top tier. Top tier, not have to go through half of the hardships. Granted, I understand you got to go through some stuff to learn. You got to go through some stuff to experience it so you know. So I'm going to let her make her bed, and I'm going to let her lie in that too. I can't be her life. I can't choose her life. And so I want my daughter, that's the biggest thing. I want you to understand what mommy does. I want you to see firsthand. I can't just be like, oh, mommy's on the radio. No, I want you to come to the radio, sit next to me, watch what I do. So then you have that motivation. Look, my mommy did it. My mama was in school. She worked and she took care of me. So I can do anything I need to do. That's it.
That's why I love that. I love hearing stuff like that because again, like, a lot of times I personally believe, because I am a father as well, that we need a lot of men inside of these households because mommies do need a break, and we also do need structure inside of.
For real.
Look, hopefully we're gonna speak that she's gonna get married one day. We're gonna say a babysitter.
I need to text back first.
Oh my God, I don't have nothing to do with this. I don't have nothing to do with this. Any type of situation whatsoever. But look, she showing love again. Nah, but for real though. So with this faction right here too, thank you, ma'am. I definitely appreciate it. No, I got this microphone, so I appreciate this.
My wig, so thank you.
Yeah. I just want to let y'all know I'm not going to edit that part out because she came at the right time, too. So, Bambi, now that you are at 92.1, how was you able to acquire such an opportunity like that? Like, if you can let everybody know, how did you get that opportunity and how did that happen for you?
Honestly, I got to give all the props to DJ Sir RJ. That is like my brother, my best friend. I call him for everything. Like, I don't care what it is. If I'm crying because something ain't going my way, RJ, this. Like, man, Bambi, come on now. You're Bambi. Figure it out. You're good. You're going to be straight. I'm like, okay, that's what I needed. But literally, RJ did it. Like, RJ was like, listen, if you're really serious about this, I'll help you. I said, I'm serious. So he was like, you got to show me. I showed him. I'm grinding. I'm on that social media. I'm grinding. I'm showing people. I'm tagging. I'm always hitting him up like, hey, what's the latest on this? When's the next opportunity? So he saw. He saw my hunger. He saw my determination. So he was like, I got you. He plugged me in with the PD at the time. That was Matt Myers, who's my boss now. And he reached out to me via Instagram, and I was like, hey, I want a job.
Yeah.
I want to be on air. This is what I want to do. He was like, all right, well, the application is open. I'll send it to you when we're ready. I was like, okay. He sent it to me, went in for my interview, and I got it. I literally got it. Like, the day I graduated, I got offered a job at 92.1.
Okay.
So it was amazing. It was like full circle. Yeah. But literally, this is all RJ. Like, RJ literally plugged me in, to be completely honest. Like, he did all of that for me, and I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
So grateful.
That's lit. And I like how you said that about plugged you in. How important it is to have connections within the industry or just people in general, because a lot of people think that, oh, you do it on your own, you got yourself to that point. Those other people that people don't even speaking about, how important that is to you about having connections.
I'm gonna keep it a whole hundred with y'all. This industry is not about what you know, it's about who you know. Reputation goes way, way, way further than what's up here. So it's always about how you carry yourself, how people perceive you. So all the time, if you see me around, I'm always like, hey girl, hey, how are y'all? I'm happy, I'm lit, I'm vibrant, because I want people to have that image of me. Now I'm just the bitch walking around, well, I'm Bambi. Fuck you. Nah, that's not me. I want people to feel like I'm relatable. So when I'm on the radio, I want people to be like, oh, snap. She sound like my best friend. It's like I'm talking to my best friend. Yes, girl, I am. Because we are all friends. We all sisters. We all black women, white women, orange women, yellow women, red women. We all the same. We are all one. Let's stick together and let's get better. That's what it is.
You know what? It's crazy because, Bambi, I want to say this to you in person because I like you, but you loud on the radio. I hope you know that, right? All right, so I just want to get that out there because I don't want to make it seem like I'm sneak dissing. But
oh my God, thank you so much.
So loud on this joint here. Now I'm gonna ask you two more things because I see you got your people. You got things you got going on, or whatever the case may be. But when it comes to being a woman in this industry that's ran by males, right? Was there any type of pushback to getting where you need to be, or was it something that was like smooth sailing as soon as you came in? Because you got to make your mark. You got to let everybody know who Bambi is when you first go in there. How was that opportunity for you, and what did you have to do to kind of be able to let everybody know who you was?
So honestly, at 92.1 Radio 1, I didn't really have any problem as far as male, female, but just in the community, it is a lot. Like, a lot of people, to be completely honest, keep it a whole band, you gotta fuck to where you want to get to. That ain't me. I'm not fucking nobody to get to where I want. You're gonna see this authentic energy, this authentic determination, and that's gonna make me at the higher level that I want to be. Granted, I've never had to be in a situation to where I feel like I had to have sex or give my body or do something for someone to get to where I am, but I definitely have felt underestimated. I definitely have called my friends multiple times crying like, hey, so and so didn't want me on their event, what's wrong with me, why is it me, but they want this guy or this other person to do it, like, why don't they want me? And I feel like that as a female, especially that, of course, is young, look good, have the clout, and have the energy that I have, it's hard because people just see me as that physical. Nobody ever understands. Bambis are human. Bambi's a real person. I'm not stuck up. I'm not just, no. I'm human. I'm relatable. I've been through half of the shit that y'all have been through. Or I could say, girl, I already know. I've been through that too. I know what you're going through. So honestly, I haven't really experienced that, but as far as being a female in this industry, it is hard because people just look at me as a pretty face, a lit girl with a personality. So they're not going to take me serious. They're like, oh, she feel like because her looks, she going to get to where she want to be. No. It's a lot more. You got to bring more to the table than just the utensils. You got to bring the food. You got to bring the plates. You got to be the silverware. You got to bring all of that. And I'm bringing the food, the table, the tablecloth, the food, the utensils. I'm bringing it all, okay? I'm bringing it all, okay? And that's why I am where I am today, because people see that. They see I'm not playing. When it's business, it's business. That's it. Personal and business do not cross. That's just what it is. We about that money.
Man, say that shit for the people in the back. Okay. Like, you cannot mix pleasure and business at the same time under no circumstances. You cannot do that too. Now, Bambi, if there's one more thing that you can be able to let everybody know as far as words of encouragement, like, of course, like what we talked about earlier about both of us going to Virginia Union, and we kind of created ourselves at that point we was there because we know how Union is. It's hard. We deal with a lot of people.
Trenches.
Yes, the trenches. You know what I'm saying? I just
Very
did
much
it.
so.
I would say shout out to my boy Bobby Trey P. You know, say shout out to him. We just did the interview back in the comments, and it brought us back in that joint like how it used to be when we was in school. So,
I love that. I love that.
so with that, what is something that you can be able to give to people, both male and female, as far as like going through hard times, have a gift, but they still trying to figure it out and they're manifesting it, but they need some type of guidance or some wisdom to be able to get them by?
I would say be you and stay hungry. There's a lot of people in this industry who are complacent, meaning they got to the place to where they want to be, so they're good. They don't want more. Me, I'm never going to be complacent. I always want more. I'm not greedy, but I want more. I want better because I know I deserve better and I'm capable of getting better. And so I always have that mindset. Okay, yeah, I hosted Soulja Boy. I bought Soulja Boy out. Now my next, I want to do Drake.
There you go.
I want to bring Drake out. After that, I want the City Girls. I want all of that. I want to be better than the next. I want to outdo my own self. So it's like I'm climbing a ladder. Like I'm in competition with myself. I'm not in competition with nobody else around this world. Nobody else. I'm in competition with Imani, Bambi. This is who I'm in competition with. And until I stop being in competition with myself or having that feeling of I got to do more and got to do better, this industry won't be for me anymore. I know that. If I have that hunger die away a little bit, that's my time to get out the game because I'm not passionate about what I do. I always want to be passionate about what I'm doing. And the way I'm passionate, I'm me. Can't nobody else change me. Can't nobody tell me who I am. I know who I am, and I'm going to perceive and present myself as who I am. So just be you. Be in competition with yourself. Have that hunger for yourself. Don't worry about nobody else. Don't worry about nothing else. All that outside, stay in your own bubble. Worry about you, and that's how you're going to elevate. People are watching. People are going to see what you're doing when you're right here. You don't have to be all loud, flashy, in the crowd, in the mix. You don't have to do that because that dies out.
Yeah.
That goes away.
Yeah.
After you're lit for a couple years, a couple months, ain't nobody gonna think about you no more. You're done. You're next. There's somebody else bigger and better than you. So you have to be in competition with yourself. What do you want to do for yourself to make you better? Keep elevating. It's like a ladder with me. I'm going up an endless ladder right now, and that's my thing.
And you hear here, folks, these wise words from Miss Bambi herself. But before we go, I want to go ahead and give her social media out. So y'all go ahead and follow her, watch her videos. She's on 92.1.
Yes.
Okay, so I can hear her every single day. Because like I said, she's loud on the radio. Go ahead and let them know where they can follow you at, Miss Bambi.
Y'all can follow me at _Bambi Official. That's BAMBI Official. And also, I just want to give a big shout out to Social. We are here right now. Of course, y'all know I do my brunches on Sunday. And this is honestly a place where I started. Like, to be completely honest, they are the first people that took a chance on me. And I hate to say it, yeah, they're in Petersburg and they ain't in Richmond, but Petersburg took a chance on me.
Yeah.
Cal and Pete, they took a chance on me. So I will be forever loyal, grateful, and appreciative for this opportunity, and always willing to do better and do more for this company and this establishment.
Yeah. And I also give a big shout out to him too as well. Met a couple guys, able to speak to him, real good sense of humor. And also too, people gotta understand these opportunities that you get, they don't come around every single day. So when you get them, you think about your plan and you make something out of it, because a lot of times people be talking down on their own blessing, so you gotta really think about it for yourself. But again, I want to give Miss Bambi her flowers. Appreciate her for being able to get this interview done. I know we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks now, for real.
And busy, baby.
Hey man, that's how I can tell she's working. So look, until next time, man, y'all go ahead, the Wave 804, all social media platforms. Don't miss a thing, because y'all already stay updated on notifications. Miss Bambi, Jeff, and we out, man. Haha, that's nice.